Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a Project Life process video, and I am going to use some Project Life cards from the DIY stash that I have on my desk, and it's a bunch of core kit cards. I also have some Studio Calico and other cards from different kits. I just reach for the ones with rounded corners. I do have a lot of cards on that kit, so it's a way to start narrowing it down by picking either rounded corners or square corners. I don't mind mixing them. This is just a way to start with a more limited stash. And all of those at the end are from a Studio Calico kit. And the cards, those two 4x6 cards, are from the Happy Play Score Kit, which is, I believe, by Dear Lizzie. And I love the colors and I love the elements, and I thought they went really well with the layout. That card with the letters is from the first Project Life kit I ever got, which was the baby girl kit. I started Project Life when my youngest one was born, and that was 8 years ago. So ever since then, I've accumulated a lot. So I'm keep trying to use them, and I'm gonna go through my stash and try to organize them and get rid of a few. So wish me luck with that. This was a photo that I took of my daughter where she was playing Animal Crossing, and that stamp that says all day, every day with a little switch, because I think everyone got a little. Either we were all playing, doing puzzles, or baking bread, or playing Animal Crossing. And that is from the Lockdown Life stamp set. And I love this stamp set, especially for 2020 and even 2021. It's so perfect for it. And I like to use color on white spaces, and I like to use white on darker colors, or in cases like this where the green is dark enough that I can stamp on it and it will shine really well. And one of the stamps in the Lockdown Life set, it says, what day is it again? Because I think most of us were confused about what day it was. And it has a bunch of really good sentiments for this spread, so I'm going to use it a lot. You can also take screenshots from, if you play Animal Crossing and you want to add a few. I have a tutorial of that. I mean, it's a Christmas one, but I explain you how to take photos and videos and print them. So if you need help with that, I'll have it linked in the cards, and hopefully it helps. This was just a silly photo with a filter that I took from Instagram. I don't really let my kids they don't use social media except for YouTube. So I do let them take silly photos with filter using my Instagram account, but I just keep them. I never really post them. And I love those little stickers from Pretty Little Studio. It's one of my favorites. It has really bright, super cute colors, and also a super tiny font, and it's so cute. And this was a screenshot of the Nintendo app. In the Nintendo app, you can sort of track your island or islands. And these were the little animals that lived in my daughter's island back then. And I just wanted to add a little something to this card, not a lot, because since it already has the letters and the stripes and the picture is busy. And I use a stamp that says I could do this all day. And that one is either from these moments prompts or from the, actually no, it was from the Mini Bookmakers Club stamp set from the number 12, which is Sparks Joy, which is the one that I'm going to use right now. And I think the white didn't show that well on the video, but in real life it's really nice. So I hate when that happens, that you can't really see it how it is in real life. Although sometimes it looks better, so that's good. And before I use a new stamp, I always use my Tombow Mono eraser so I can prep the stamp. That way it'll pick up the ink a lot better in my experience. I do, when I use the eraser, I clean it up a little bit. That way it doesn't have eraser cooties on it. And those little hearts, I got them a while back. I think I got them on eBay, and now I haven't been able to find them again, which that's kind of the downer of buying something online. You either don't know how good it will be, or when you actually get it and it's really good, then you can't find it again. So it's kind of a pain, but. And I thought that this was going to be it, but I had a nice blue space and that sky that I can stamp on top of it. And of course, I'm going to add a little sticker too. And this is the second part of this week. The first one was posted on Tuesday. And I'll also have it linked in the card so you can find it. It's kind of the same photos, but I use different cards, so it's kind of two ways to use these photos with different supplies. And that stamp is also from the Lockdown Life. And the building next to us was a good surface to stamp, so I took advantage of that, and I added one of those Pretty Little Studio words, Fun Under the Sun. And in that photo, we just had a balloon fight, and then we were picking up the little bits. That way animals don't eat them. My daughter does this thing whenever we are all doing a chore. She will start talking and distracting everyone, and she won't do the chore. And half of the time it's like, could you please do this? And she's like, okay, yeah. Then picks up one thing and then starts rambling again. It's irritating and funny and also kind of smart. And I just did a little cluster on that corner since there is so much green, and we already have pictures of the grass on that part, and that is her. Yes, but of course I'm picking up things, but she's not. And that photo, it's in the middle of the balloon fight. I suck at throwing them anyways, so I'll throw a few and take pictures, or I'll take a picture and then throw a few and never hit anyone. I suck so bad at it. I think that my husband is the only one that can throw, so we'll just get balloons on ourselves, and none of us can get him. But and here is a little journaling of the week. And I knew that that little square was going to be too small, so doing it this way, it was like a different way. But I really like how it turned out, and it's such a pretty card. It's probably one of my favorite ones, besides the photo on this spread. And those stickers are from an old Mini Bookmakers Kit Club, and the words and the speech bubbles are stickers from Elle Studio. And there is 2 stamps on the Lockdown Live set that says today's update and this is essential. And we were just talking about, having fun outside, how pretty it looked. since the grass hadn't been cut because of the pandemic, and how much the girls loved that and playing Animal Crossing. And I tried a little cluster in there. Not a fan of how I use the smiley face from the everyday icons because I stamp way too much on top of the other one. And although I love a good cluster, I should have used either black for the little face or moved it a little bit more so it didn't cover one of the eyes. That's just me being super picky about it. And whenever I do one of these mini DIY kits, I always have one of these little boxes. They are from Dollar Tree. And I like to add all sorts of little embellishments there, and the little hearts that I make with my lawn fawn dies. And then I have other big ones and some that I got out of manufacturers' die cuts. But this one is die cut that I print and cut it. It's from In a Creative Bubble, and I use my Cameo to cut it out. And what I love about getting digital elements like this is that you can cut them in a lot of different sizes. And I just replaced the sun in the image for one of the puffy stickers, which I think those are from American Greetings 2. They might be at Target, but I'm not completely sure. And I wanted to add something at the bottom of that little house. So I use another sticker from the Mini Bookmakers Club that says, "This is our life." I love how that card turned out. I love the colors. And this is the whole spread. In the corner, I have a postcard that my daughter's teacher sent. And I actually have it flipped the other side so we can read the message. I'm not showing it in the video because it has my past address. Now that I remember, I did move, but still, it's better to just show the other side that has less info. I love making these pages so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe and then click the little bell. That way you get notifications when I upload a video, which I'm trying to doing twice a week. And so far it's working out real well. So let's cross our fingers. Nothing happens. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.